Stephen Curry is currently only 10 made three-pointers away from breaking Ray Allen's all-time NBA record for most three-pointers made in a career. After all is said and done, Curry will have reached the 2,974-point plateau in more than 500 fewer games, 500 fewer tries, and nearly 20,000 less minutes played than Ray Ray, who currently holds the record at that mark. After making 6 more three-pointers in Wednesday night's win over the Blazers, Steph's legendary shooting performance this season has already catapulted the former 2016 unanimous MVP to within just 9 points of tying Allen's all-time record. No player in the history of the NBA has made more three-pointers per 100 possessions than Curry has this season. That's 18.2 per 100 possessions, to be specific. His 13.3 attempts per game would tie him with James Harden for the second most in NBA history. With only 2018 and 2019 seasons James Harden, who was the only other player to fire threes at such a rate in the NBA. This season, 63% of Curry's shots have been three-pointers, the greatest rate of three-pointers attempted in his career. As a point guard, Curry is already regarded as one of the top 3 at his position of all time amongst most NBA fans. Former All-Star Chauncey Billups, the Trailblazers head coach, showed further respect to one of the game's greatest ever players. I always say, to me, they have these lists of who the greatest is. I think he's the greatest combo guard to ever play this game. I don't think he's a point guard, two guard, he's just a combo guard, and he's the greatest to ever do it at that position. The fact that most of today's elite guards are combo guards makes it difficult to disagree with Coach Billups' assessment of Curry's abilities. It includes Bradley Beal and Donovan Mitchell. If we look at James Harden and Kyrie Irving, even Dame. Billups was pointing out that while these players are classified as point guards, their primary role has been that of a score-first guard or combo guard. Curry is the best small/combo guard of the last decade, and he's the only one that does what he does, the way he does it. And of course, as we all know, Steph's shooting ability just puts him in a league of his own. Several current NBA point guards had never played the position prior to entering the NBA, despite being referred to as such. For the most part, they played the position of shooting guard, off guard, two guard, or whatever other title you choose to use for that position. And like Curry, the majority of them are relegated to the role of point guard in the NBA due to their compact size. The fact that these players have elite dribbling, playmaking, and most importantly, scoring ability is what mainly gives them that point guard classification when all is said and done. There will be no debate about whether Steph is a top 10 player of all time, if he wins another MVP award, a title, or the Finals MVP, which would be his first Finals MVP. Just a little bit of trivia there for those of y'all who may have forgotten and or may have not known this fact. If Curry achieves even 2 of these 3 accolades this season, it'll most likely be difficult for pretty much anyone, fan or not, to deny him a place among the NBA's top 10 players to ever grace the hardwood. To add on to Curry's ridiculous achievements already, at just the quarter-way mark of this young NBA season, Curry has made at least 1 long-range shot in 149 consecutive games, which is the greatest active streak in the NBA and the second longest in league history after just having passed Kyle Korver, who had the record at 127 games consecutive three-pointers made. Curry smashed that by a whopping 22 extra three-pointers made in another 22 games beyond Korver's 127. That's an easy example of leaving the competition in the dust. Steph Curry seems to be truly in a league of his own. The 3-time champion has already played in 157 consecutive games with at least 1 three-pointer, which is an NBA record. But wait, there's more. According to this week's Kia MVP ladder, Steph Curry has already hit 105 three-pointers in just 19 games this season, breaking his own NBA record of 20 games for the most three-pointers in the season. 105 three-pointers through 20 games is unheard of. Steph Curry has been shocking the basketball world this season, and it doesn't seem like he's showing any signs of slowing down. His team sits atop the league standings, and with the return of Splash Brother Klay Thompson and prize former second overall pick, James Wiseman, in the horizon, the former powerhouse dynasty looks like it is poised for a resurgence. With Jordan Poole having a breakout year and Andrew Wiggins morphing into his much-awaited all-star potential, it seems the best is yet to come for Steph and the Warriors this season. And not to mention, the ascension of Wiggins and Poole most likely have a lot to do with the influence of Steph Curry. Not only is a former champion in Steph Curry one of the best locker room presences that a young player could ask for, but it seems that his influence is contagious. A true superstar makes those around him better, and this is truly indicative of what Steph Curry and his team have done this season. These are not just individual accolades that he's smashing, but Golden State looks like they're on the verge of having one of the best seasons in franchise history, much like they did during that terrific run, which I need not remind any NBA fan about. All in all, it seems like the best is yet to come for Steph and the Warriors this season, and considering how much he has already accomplished, that thought is scary for the rest of the league, to say the least. Steph Curry, you are not only the greatest shooter of all time, but one of the best players to ever play the game, period. And I say that personally. It's been a pleasure, guys. This is Ali from Jurassics. Once again, if you are new, do like and subscribe. It really does help for the growth of this channel. And if you do enjoy content like this, NBA content, of course, with a focus on the Raptors, as we are from Toronto, we are really appreciative of all your support and all your continued support for those who have already subscribed. But I genuinely do want to know, how many threes do you guys think Steph will end up with this season? Winner of this poll gets a shout out at the end of the season, just so you know. So put your answers in the comments, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.